Welcome to game number 4 of the King of the Hill tournament here in PUBG Reddit. I'm Jorisar. DanBennett is doing your wonderful observing this evening. And this is the final game. It's in first person. We've already had the TPP games. And these guys will now determine which team comes out on top. Still plenty to play for. We have team number 4, Camouflage Condoms, in the lead at the moment, but Potato Club and EU Talent, teams 10 and 11, respectively, are within touching distance of taking that number 1 spot from them. So let us see, throughout the course of the next 25 to 30 minutes, which one of these teams will go home the victor. Playing path, about 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, splitting the map fairly down the middle, and actually, our 10 teams are relatively evenly spread out, so not doing too bad at all. The one little bit of a hiccup is that we have team number 1 there, that's the Tall Karma Monkeys, and Driver Like Dan, team number 5, more or less dropping on top of each other. That's going to make things very, very interesting. Pardon me, that's not Drive Like Dan, that's Moldalorian Support Hat. There we go. Okay. I didn't realize a fall from that distance could kill someone, but Dario has now done the experiment for me so that I no longer need to know. Wizard Hat has landed very close and is definitely in the lion's den here, with all 4 members of Tall Karma Monkeys very close by. In the meantime, Boomer, Sergo, and Katie are down on the south side of the city, almost in the same house, being very paranoid with their movements. So the Moldalorians are in a little bit of a pickle here. We'll see who ends up winning that fight, though, because Wuz, while he is out on his own a little bit, I don't think he's been spotted. I think he's too many houses along for the Karma Monkeys to have reliably gotten a read on him. And indeed, he is running over, which might mean he ends up running through Ghost. So that could be awkward. So these guys have left to their own devices right now. The south side of the city are kind of chilling, but Wizard Hat is very close to Ghost. And Ghost must hear these footsteps. He sees him coming straight out, instant down onto Wizard Hat. And it looks like he's going for the immediate kill as well. And is he choosing to loot? It doesn't look like it at the moment. Ghost is just running straight up. Wizard Hat is going to be the first casualty here in the final game. Now, for those of you who have been tuning in halfway, please remember, you can technically play this game yourself. You can play all of our custom games by going to discord.gg/PUBG Reddit, joining the Discord community. And once there, you will see a channel called Custom Games. Go into that channel and opt into receiving updates. You will then get told when we play custom games. And we play custom games at least twice a week, sometimes even 3 times a week, if we can get away with it. And throughout the course of this a season, which is typically a month or potentially 2 months, people get given points on a leaderboard. I think it's 5 points if you're a first placer in the first place team, 3 for second and 1 for third. And as long as at the end of the regular season, you have at least 1 point to your name. So out of all of those different custom games, because don't forget we play like 5 or 6 modes a night, right? It's a lot. You have at least 1 point throughout the course of the season. Even I've got something like 15 at the moment. I stopped counting. Whatever, Dan. You guys didn't hear that on stream, but I just got insulted. Oof. That's okay. I haven't got teams named after how bad my skills are yet, but one day that might happen as well. So again, I need to be careful. But the point is, if you have at least 1 point to your name at the end of the regular season, you're eligible to play in this tournament. And then you can sign up and bring your friends, hopefully friends that you've played with and have gotten points with during the season as well. And this time around, we opted, oh, rip Ghost, we opted to play the tournament with King of the Hill circle settings. And King of the Hill circle settings are making this very, very fun indeed. How have these guys... Have these guys spotted Ghost? Boomer must know Ghost is there. Yeah, he does. And Boomer is going to finish Ghost off. So King of the Hill circle settings are very simple. For the first 5 minutes of the game, i.e. for the next 5 seconds, no one has any clue where the circle is and everyone is free to loot up as they wish. Completely normal game. But hang on a second. We've just found out where the circle is. And the circle is going to... Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be another absolutely cracking circle, is it? This is great. So the circle in this case is next to Sawmill. Now, this circle is where the game will end. We know for a fact that this is the final circle. So it's the first and also the final circle. And the game is going to end on the side of this little hill with 1 or 2 of these houses inside, but just 1 or 2 of the small ones, so not the big compound. This is going to be fantastic. And in 10 minutes' time, the circle will start moving in. The circle takes 15 minutes to get all the way down here. So the circle moves quite slowly, and players do have a reasonable amount of time to get here. But everyone is going to the same place. Oh, and there's one more thing. You die in the blue. You are not allowed to walk into the blue, because if you do, you will die within a second. It is basically instant death in the blue zone. So this is the game mode we're playing, ladies and gentlemen. King of the Hill. And it definitely just got real. Mr. Nobody just got completely taken apart by Cleve. That's actually big, because that's Potato Club and PP Team. Both teams that are relatively high up on the leaderboard. So Potato Club will be eager to get those points in the bag. We can see Finn is nearby in a shack. These guys must be really split up. Where's the rest of their team? That's Finn in that tiny shack, and we don't actually see anyone nearby. Where on earth? Oh my god! They're like a constellation. What's going on here? There is no way they can take out teams if they actually get into firefights. So a little bit unfortunate for them. PP Team starting off strong, but fading rapidly here by the looks of things. Habitual Boomer taking down Dragon Girth. Ooh, these teams being very, very fierce with each other. And that's because, of course, they were the only teams to land in the same... I was going to say same city, but really the same settlement as each other. A really interesting Molotov from Katie there. Burning a hole in the roof so that someone can drop in. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Pac-Man takes down Sergo, and that's a problem. Sergo's aim is fantastic, so losing him is a big deal. Pac-Man having a really, really good idea. Oh.
Stinker.
Stinker. Gotta love these in-game comms. Really good idea for Habitual... for... Who was it? For Pac-Man to rush towards Habitual to try and use the window ledge as cover, but he didn't get there in time. And now Katie is basically a one-woman revive party by the looks of things. So Habitual's going to heal up, Sergo's going to heal up, and they will be able to continue on their merry way. Unfortunately, the Tall Karma Monkeys, team number 1, will be the first team out of the final game here. So they're going to be out. They're not going to be able to score any more points. So we'll see who else is here. Oh, and of course we have the loot crate, the random loot crate that is anybody's to get before they all go into the tiny circle. This loot crate is an AUG, and it's near Abby, but the problem is no one has seen it. It's just too far away from everyone. I don't think anyone would have gone for it. However, this next one will be a completely different story. ASICS on top versus Stupid Shit on the bottom. Team Randoms and Seriously Why. These teams actually have history in this tournament, and they are continuing hammer and tongs here as the next crate drops. So it's on the southeastern side of the final circle. You'll note that the flag, once again, is on the east side as well. Team number 3, Seriously Why, are swarming in to that position right now, but they do not hold the high ground. That is being held by Randoms at the moment, TJ and ASICS. Only the 2 of them there. We have got Scuba Steve on a little bit of a flag, but he's going to have to get there pretty quickly because these guys are going to be facing some serious opposition very soon. Here comes the crate drop. Who wants it? Who dares wins at this point? Or who dares dies? Can't really say that. It's going to hit the side of the mountain. We'll see if it ends up rolling down very much. It's sliding. It's sliding. Oh, does it tip? It does tip. So the M249... is going to be on the low ground, and I think that means that Seriously Why are favorites to get this. ASICS gets taken out with a headshot. If they weren't going for it before, they absolutely should now. A little bit of a third party. TJ off on the bottom of our screens there with an excellent angle onto Jay Kiki, who thinks he's going to be able to get the drop, but doesn't quite make it there. TJ still in a precarious position, though, because Knight and Stupid Shit still on top of the rock. They're now starting to establish a great dominating position, and Scuba Steve has also been found out, so Grim is keeping him at arm's length with that 3 times on the G36. Great shots through the slots there to also keep him guessing as well. And there is absolutely no way that this guy is getting out of there alive, I don't think. ASICS will get finished off. TJ still at the end there. They're going to be communicating to their team. That's where this guy is. Keep an eye out. And unfortunately, I think J Kaki might have been finished by the looks of things. Wow. Nice molly. What? TJ? TJ, this is a bad time to crash, TJ. TJ? TJ's just going to enjoy the weather for a bit. I mean, this is one of the more questionable times in PUBG. TJ ponders his existence. Oh my god, he's back! You know what? I don't think his game crashed. I think he hit the Windows key. I'm going to put it out there now. Habitual Boomer takes out Sergo with a Molotov. I don't believe it. The Modalorian support hats. What? There isn't even another team nearby. Guys, there is no team nearby. There is literally no excuse. Zero. All right. Back to the action. I'm sure we'll talk to them about it later. TJ23 goes down. That is team number 9 out. That is team randoms out of the game. Seriously, why? Team number 3 are going to be the first team to hold this mountain. And as a result, of course, they will get that M249 as well. Now we have team 4 and team 11. This is big because this is the Camouflage Condoms versus EU Talent. For the leaderboard, to keep things interesting, we definitely want EU Talent, Squad 11, to beat Squad 4 here. But there is so much to play for. You can see EU Talent doing a good job of holding a compound up here. And Squad 4 are very spread out, but are relatively equidistant from the compound, waiting to see if there's an opportunity to get an early kill. Surround and move in. Very tense situation here. I don't think these two teams know the identities of each other just yet. So this is big. This could actually dictate the winner of the entire thing. Sergeant DMA and Fury now grouping up. Oh my, only 2 of them as well, because Ash and Grim have gone, so it's a 3v2 situation. But they need to win this. If the Camouflage Condoms destroy them, then it's down to Potato Club to try and kill them. Potato Club, the other team in contention for first place, of course. Dario making his footsteps known. I wonder if that was trying to give Sergeant DMA an audio cue to see if he can sneak around the other side of the house. Max Reynolds spots Fury. They know they're at the broken wall. Both sides back off. Sergeant DMA potentially going to the window to try and support. If he goes to the window right now, he will see Max Reynolds in all his glory. And that could end up being an easy kill for him. I think these guys are still trying to work out just how many people are actually involved in this assault. Dario very close to the outside of the house now. Fury going upstairs. These guys are getting cornered. Max Reynolds with them. Where is Crimson? Crimson slightly further away. He should probably get to the outside of the house ASAP. Max Reynolds now inside the house. This is getting real. Molotov on the stairs, keeping them at bay. Fantastic frag grenade from Dario. He takes down Fury. Now, I don't know if these guys know it's actually a 3v2, but if they knew there were only 2 people up there, they'd be wanting to rush up at first possible opportunity right now. But that Molotov, actually, from Sergeant DMA, I believe it was from Fury, was excellent. It stopped them from rushing up. Dario, though, now on the stairs, and it looks like they have secured themselves an interesting position. Sergeant DMA out on the roof and going prone. That leaves Fury inside the room to fend for himself. It's a 1v3 situation. Dario from outside the window takes him down. Fury goes down. Where's Sergeant DMA? They've spotted him outside on the roof as well. That's no good. Someone else knows that he's there. They're going to be heading upstairs very, very shortly indeed. But Frosty and Aspect, we've got the third party from Potato Club, and the top 3 teams are in an absolute slugfest right now. Sergeant DMA might be able to get out of this situation scot-free. Lazzy knows that he's there. Oh my god, what a turn of events. Sergeant DMA goes down. But who else survives? I think it's only the Potato Club. The Camouflage Condoms, I believe, have been taken out. Squad number 4 are no longer in this game, which means they cannot win. They can't overhaul the points total. It's as simple as that. However, Potato Club can. Oh, this is going to be entertaining. If squad number 10, Potato Club, somehow find a way to win this game with a big points haul, team number 4, the Camouflage Condoms, are going to seriously be sweating it out. What an incredible engagement. The top 3 teams in the same house at the same time. And we have the team in second place as things currently stand. Potato Club managing to take home the spoils, but their job is not done yet. So they had something like, I think they had 1,400 something points. And it was... In fact, I can check this sheet. Hang on. And the top score is 1780. If Potato Club get a big points haul and win this game, they could overtake. This is big. This is very, very big. We'll see what they can do. So it's all to play for still in the February tournament here, the King of the Hill tournament in PUBG Reddit custom games. Clover, in the meantime, in and around the winery, checking stuff out, having a sip or two. Very far from her teammates, I have to say. Trips and Wacko Taco are busy enjoying the hike up to the winery. And that could be a problem for them because PP Team are very close to them. So Finn and Co on the south coast moving up. Meanwhile, I don't think we've seen a team in Castle all day long. This is quite impressive from these guys. I guess a lot of people were afraid of dropping Castle on the grounds that it could just end up being a normal hotspot. But people have generally avoided it. And this time around, we have team number 8 choosing to make it their home. So PUBG have done pretty well this tournament so far. Unfortunately, they're not quite in the top 3. But they've provided us with some fantastic fights and some really entertaining games. They're going to be kings of the castle. Which I guess is, I don't know, half as good as being king of the hill? I'm not sure. It's definitely some sort of consolation prize anyway. So team number 7, PP Team, looks like they went straight past Clover and Co. And they're going to be moving towards Seriously Why, who are still sat in the zone. This org remains unclaimed. So this is the one token care package that pops out before the zone is revealed, and therefore all subsequent care packages are guaranteed to fall just south of Sawmill. I don't think anyone has seen or is going for it yet, but it's possible team number 5, Drive Like Dan, might spot it on their way, and it depends on how far north they go. We have a little bit of action inside the circle now, as Aspect getting into a bit of a tussle. It looks like that's with Stupid Shit. Can't 100% tell. Jay Kiki, of course, died early on, unfortunately. Rushing for the crate. And yeah, these two squads are fighting, but I don't realistically think they're doing lasting damage to themselves. PogChamp, double drop! Don't even care. Everyone disengage. No one needs to fight anyone anymore. Don't even care. Double drop. These guys must be looking at that going, oh, come on, man. Team number 3, Seriously Why, if they are quick, they can get this drop all to themselves. There might be people rushing for them. Team 7 are getting awfully close, PP Team. But they're the wrong side of the hill. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought, just for a second, I thought someone was jumping off a cliff, and luckily it was just Dan observing. I was thinking, hang on a second. Oh, we have the Graza and the Org, both weapons that are going to be finding tremendous use as people start pushing in and making these engagements shorter range. Grim's taken one, but we need Nitro Stupid Shit to take the other one as well. We need both of those weapons. Level 3 gear is going to serve them well. Donsor already on the mountain. We need another member of this team to take one of the crate weapons, but instead they're only opting to use one right now. There is no one on the other side of the mountain. He should have relayed the information back saying, guys, when I looted the crate, no one was shooting me. Now is a good opportunity. They might not get that chance again. Coldy with the SLR and 8x scope. He's got a silencer on it as well. An absolutely deadly combination. Hasn't spotted anyone just yet, though. Ooh, Sergo and Katie getting taken out by Lazio, so they must be relatively close as well. That's Potato Club taking them out, so adding to their kill total. Habitual Boomer, now the only player left on this team. And, you know, M24 is a good gun and all, but in a 1v3 or 1v4 situation, that can be slightly questionable at best. I think we have now got the second drop looted by team number 3, by the way. I'm pretty sure Seriously Why have just gone and looted that. The problem is, PP Team are absolutely all over them like a bad rash right now. And they are just hiding out in nooks and crannies, trying to avoid a situation where they give their game away. Stupid Shit is heard by Donzel, who starts moving down the mountain, looking for a way to get that beautiful top-down headshot. They hear him, but they can't see him. Combing the side. And amusingly, SS is trying to climb his way up. But at the current rate, where he is right now, that's almost certain death. We've got Knight on the other side as well. Very difficult terrain to navigate this, unless you happen to be coming from what I think is the south side. It's very difficult to get all the way up onto the top of this hill. Slash mountain. Slash rock. Slash thing. Finn and Donsel are the closest we have to being on top of it right now. A lot of people with their eyes on it. And now we have a little bit of third partying coming down as well. Potato Club want a piece of the action. Let's check in and see how far away the blue zone is from hitting these guys. I don't think anyone is close to the edge or anything like that, right? Let's see. Nah, nowhere close. So Team 8, PUBG, are going to be the last team towards this, but even then, they are very, very far away. Cool, cool, cool. Habitual Boomer getting downed by Fieldy Grim. Wait, wasn't Habitual Boomer the last team member alive? Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So that is them out of the game. We are down to 5 teams and 17 team members alive. At the moment, we have squads 3 and 7. That's seriously Y and PP team. Hustling for position. Oh, Donsel manages to get spooked by Knight with the M249, getting the hell out of dodge. But oh my goodness, he gets knocked on the way down. That is Coldy from downtown with the sniper, and Knight falling right next to the crate. That's basically where Jake Aki died earlier on. Finn is going to get an aerial view of exactly what's going on there, and will be able to finish off the kill. That beautiful digital camouflage AUG. Coldy still providing oversight from outside of the circle and making his way very slowly in. So these two teams still tussling for control of this rock, but Potato Club are sneaking in on the west side. They're not making much noise at the moment. They just want to ascertain exactly what's going on. Being very smart about this. There's also the possibility, of course, that there are people behind them. So they have to entertain that as well. But they're very shortly going to end up third-partying an awful lot into this fight between Team 3 and Team 7. Stupid shit spots Finn. He's going to have to move. That's the problem. You get all the way up there and you have to move positions the moment you see someone. And as a result, like, so much of that effort you spent going down the bottom of the mountain is wasted. Some damage is done onto Finn, but that was third party from Squad 10. He manages to get down onto stupid shit. And that means that Grim is the last surviving member of Seriously Why, who held this circle so early on in this game and managed to get the first crate. Unfortunately, since then, the luck just has not gone their way. Grim now moving out of the circle, deciding that it's more important to try and get those points and last as long as humanly possible. Going to be moving into the nearest compound instead. But team number 5, Drive Like Dad. Are they moving his way? I'm not actually sure. I think they are? No, they're just kind of holed out at the moment. They were moving a second ago, and I was slightly worried that they would be heading very, very close to Grim. But for the time being, at least, it doesn't look like it. 6 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen, until this circle closes. Most of the teams are already very, very close. So there will be no need for them to worry about evading the blue, at least at the moment. Big guns getting shot at Grim by Team 5 there. Really unfortunate, because Grim is the last surviving member of the team. So Wacko Taco going for the shots. Doesn't realize that it's a solo he's targeting. Grim actually moving towards them, trying to get aggressive, hoping that maybe it's just the one person. Using the edge of this rock as cover advantage, it does, however, mean that it's possible for him to get flanked from 2 different sides. Oh my god, that goes straight over Triffs. And I don't think he knows just how fortunate he is. A second frag grenade and a third frag grenade going up top. If only he had the middle ground in terms of throwing distance, that would have been perfect. Grim now moving around the side, looking for Triffs, looking for evidence of that person who gave him the fright of his life a very short while ago, will come face to face with him, and Wacko Taco gets him down with the M4. So that's with the crate weapon and ghillie suit, ragdolling his way off the side of that cliff. Thank you very much. Drive Like Dan gets the kill under their belt. In the meantime, we see a very interesting and conscious decision from Potato Club here. They are not contesting the top of the hill. Instead, they are very happy to defend this compound at the base of the hill. The reason for this is simple. They want to make sure they get like top 3 or top 2. And to be honest, they're already in the top 4 teams. But there is a chance that they can win this entire thing. And as a result, they are not taking any chances unless they absolutely have to right now. So they are in the top 4. That's team number 10, Potato Club. So are these guys. Drive Like Dan, team number 5. They've had reasonably run-of-the-mill performances, but this is definitely one of their better ones. And then beyond them, as you can see, to the southeast, right through them and through the trees, we have team number 8, PUBG, who have been doing reasonably well the entire tournament long, and I believe they're standing just outside of the top 3. But a fairly solid effort, if slightly split up team in the previous games, which might have let them down a little bit. But generally speaking, they are performing very, very well indeed. And then, of course, you have Team 7, PP Team, the other team that are contesting inside the zone. They do not have their numbers at full strength, but they do have the high ground advantage, and they're doing a very good job of holding this very delicate position. Arguably, the people who are able to hold this position can control the outcome of the game as long as they hit their shots. And as we know, these guys are very, very dangerous shots. The zone now circling in. We've only got about a quarter of the map left in it, maybe even less. 2 people on squad 7. Looks like Triffs attempted a shot, but missed. These guys still haven't seen squad 10, or at least not in anger. And Coldy and Co. spotting squad 8. Beautiful headshot. And as a result, Coldy is going to be able to get down Sova Tosic with the second connecting shot. And that's it. Between him and Finn, they will knock teammate down to size. And here comes Wacko Taco as well. This is not going well for PUBG. They're effectively getting double teamed right now. Regner goes down. And hang on a second. They are now down to 2. And they frustratingly need to look at multiple angles because so many people are shooting at them right now. Clover has been down simultaneously, though, by Team 10, Potato Club. And they must surely be looking for a way to close in. Looks like they're opting not to at the moment. Again, playing very safe because at the end of the day, they need to win this. They need to try and win this with a big score. So if they can't guarantee finishing of the down, they're not going to do this. Grenade coming in, not quite finding its mark. Squad 10 still being ultra safe. 4 teams and 11 left alive. They have to know they are in a good position right now with all 4 team members there. But it's not a good time to get complacent, especially with the high ground advantage and so many teams on top of the rocks and grenades flying everywhere. It's entirely possible that a 2v4 ends up the victor for the smaller team. Wacko Taco coming around the side. Raider spots Clover, but Wacko Taco gets the trade. Clover's still down. Martin and Triffs having a little bit of a tussle inside the house. I don't think Triffs was expecting to see someone there, and he gets completely taken out. Martin versus Wacko Taco is now the deciding... oh no, he's behind you! Behind you in the corner, admittedly. Sorry, I went full pantomime for a second there. I'm not sure what came over me. But Martin and Wacko Taco. Beautiful frag grenade. That's going to force him to run right the hell out. Unfortunately for you, it was a smoke. That was an excellent fake out. Wacko Taco now knows that Martin is in the next house. But he's getting very close to the blue zone. Wacko, what are you doing? Oh, and that's what happens in King of the Hill circles, ladies and gentlemen, when you get too focused on what's going on ahead of you. You forget to look at what's behind. Martin, you need to leave that house and you need to start running very quickly, mate. That house is now completely engulfed by the blue zone, and Coldy was waiting for him. We are down to 2 teams. It's Team 10 versus Team 7. Both of them are inside the circle. Team 7 are where the flag is at, however. So it's 5 minutes. It's 4 people on Team 10 versus 2 people on Team 7. It's the Potato Club versus PP Team, and the Potato Club have a real chance to take overall victory in the tournament if they can defeat Coldy and Finn. However, Coldy and Finn, PP Team, have the high ground. They have big guns, and they have the high ground, and they've done tremendously well in this game so far. They are not going to give it up without a fight. The one thing they do not have is the numbers advantage. So I have a feeling if I'm Potato Club right now, I don't think I'm climbing up the mountain to fight them. Oh my! Coldy spotting Frosty and taking those shots. I wouldn't be climbing up the mountain if I were then. I would be going around the base of the mountain to where the... oh, he spots Finn, I think. To where the flag is and just making them come down. That would be my long-term play, but these guys are being way more aggressive. They're also much better players than I ever could be, so fair enough. And they are... Cleve, you can't do that, Cleve. I don't think you can get up there, Cleve. You might have to go around. Finn takes an awful lot of damage. Cleve is spotted by Coldy, and that's a big problem. The Molotov is very close to him as well. He's going to have to hightail it out of there. Oh, that second grenade could have been so devastating. Great grenade, almost taking down Finn. Is there a follow-up nade? A follow-up nade right now would kill them both, but it doesn't look like it. Both teams are going to be reset incredibly tense times now on top of this hill. 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go until the circle starts collapsing onto that flagpole on the minimap. Now, these guys know it's a 4v2 because they know there are 2 teams and 6 people left alive. That's why they're being so aggressive. Potato Club continuing to push up the side of this hill, but there is so much difficult terrain to navigate. What a great frag! Coldy must be shaking in his boots right now. He needs to reposition and find himself a better place to heal up in peace. In the meantime, it looks like Cleve has found a way to make it to the top of the hill. Some really good timing on these nades, by the way, that are doing fantastic damage. Frosty getting damage off onto Coldy. He will not have time to heal. He's going to have to move on. But Aspect with the follow-up grenade will be able to take him out. And now Finn is effectively on his own. Spots Frosty, takes him by surprise, and he will be able to get the headshot there. I believe that was with the M249. It was indeed. A lot of bullets at his disposal. No need to refresh yet. Trying to get the confirmed kill. Unable to do so right now. But the nade could help. He needed to throw that underarm. I think that's going to go off target. It does go off target, and that means it's now a 1v4. No, it's not. Never mind. Coldy was right there. For some reason, I thought he was the other side. And as a result, we're going to get a 2v4 once again, but still so difficult here for PP Team, who are trying to hold off a full squad. Massive guns. Lots of damage being done. Being up top is such an advantage here, but Finn gets taken down once again. A great headshot from Aspect from downtown. Coldy risks his life to go and try and save him. He has to res him very quickly. That is a beautiful grenade. Oh, a little bit too far. That looked like it could have hit. And another resurrect, a second one coming through. They are whizzing overhead right now. This is insane. Coldy, the moment he shows his face, Cleve is there with the shots. Coldy goes down now as well. Cleve with the headshot. Finn's going to have to do basically an insta-res. I don't think he can afford not to at this point. Does Cleve have the angle? I don't think Cleve has the angle right now. He just barely can't see these guys. Have they run out of grenades as well? I think they might have done. Ooh, Cleve getting hit in response as well. So the M249 isn't universally adored. 1 minute left to go until the circle starts collapsing onto the flagpole, which, by the way, is basically where PP Team are. They are playing this out for the long run. But Finn gets knocked again. They can't defend from every single angle at once. If they successfully defend this, they will be able to defend. Oh, they could have survived until the flagpole, but they don't. And that means Potato Club, ladies and gentlemen, with a 10-kill chicken dinner, wins the 4th and final game. And as a result, I do not know who has won at this point. This is incredibly exciting. Congratulations to Cleve, Lazio, Frosty, and Aspect in first place with 10 kills. Second place, we have Coldy, Finn, Donzel, and Mr. Nobody with 3 kills. But my god, what an amazing firefight we had at the end. And finally, Martin, Raider, Sovatosic, and Regnar doing a fantastic job. Doesn't matter about the 2 kills because they had a great position as they finish up the tournament in 3rd place. Now, we're going to go away and tally up all the points and announce who the winners of the tournament are. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Until then, we're going to go to a short break. Don't go anywhere. In 2nd place, with 1,970 points and 32 kills to their name. It is the Camouflage Condoms. And as a result, ladies and gentlemen, as game number 4, pipping them to the post in first place with 2,100 points, Potato Club with 29 kills. What a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous fight where we have the top 3 teams, EU Talent, Camouflage Condoms, and Potato Club, all duking it out at exactly the same time to compete for the same house halfway through the game. And that potentially is what dictated it, but Potato Club still had to come through and still had to get the victory, and they managed to pull that off in the end. That's going to be it from us this evening. We hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast. Have an absolutely fantastic evening, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.